Welcome to my channel Living Linux. The people that have seen the previous video, they might be wondering if this is a duplicate video, but Bas Magré, aka just another DevOps guy, aka opvolger, later he told me that it's also possible to run Yamagi Quake 2 with Vulkan on RISC-V. Now for him it's a lot easier because he has RISC-V systems with AMD GPUs, and that way I wasn't able to get Vulkan working on the Vision 5 too, but I also have a MusePy Pro with the SpaceMid K1, and we have a working Vulkan driver on that one. Now I'm not going through the whole installation again. I will put the commands in the description of this video, and if you need, let's just say, some visual guidance, you can watch the previous video. So they also have a repository for the Vulkan driver, and I did install the dependencies from Yamagi Quake first, and then I just cloned this repository, and well, I wanted to do make, but nowadays they have SDL3 as a default, so I had to fall back to SDL2. So here we see the NeoFetch output, and you can see it's the SpaceMid K1 with the X60 CPU cores, and this is the XFCE desktop environment. I think that was released late last year. There's a small bug when you create, let's just say, your display name different from your login name, then you have an issue with logging in. But they are aware of it, so I assume the next release that will be fixed. Now, once you've built the Vulkan driver, you should be able to find it here, and then copy this file and put it in the same directory as the Yamagi Quake executable. So here it is. And once that is done, then you can choose to use the Vulkan driver in Yamagi Quake. So I already started Yamagi Quake. So you can see OpenGL ES3. That's probably the default. But now you can also choose Vulkan. You can see I'm running 1080p. I activated full screen. And if you open the console, that's with the tilde key. The key, well, on a US keyboard, it's right below the escape key. And let's see. So you can activate the frame counter and CL_draw FPS. Yeah, it still works, but you should use CL_show FPS. Anyway, let's, yeah, with the same key. You can close the console. And I have to say, it's a lot darker than on the Vision 5 too. I didn't change the darkness settings. But I'd say this is a very acceptable frame rate for 1080p on a RISC-V system. And well, the advantage with the darker settings is that you can see the flashes from the muzzles of the guns when they're firing. So, and as a comparison, oh, it was still OpenGLES. So now let's go to Vulkan, apply, okay. So I have the impression that you do see a little bit more light, a little bit more details because of that. And I think the frame rate is also more stable, but it doesn't get close to 60 frames per second, while the OpenGLES driver did get close to 60 FPS. So, yeah, it's good to see that we can use the Vulkan driver for more games. And, well, hopefully we will see some updates. Perhaps at some point in time we get the Vulkan driver working for the Vision 5 too, but for the moment it should be possible to run it with Vulkan on SpaceMid K1 RISC-V systems. So this is all for now, and I hope to see you again in my next video.